Hello everyone, welcome back to Sawyer Studios, and we are doing another Q&ASIAN video. This is episode 14, so I'm very excited. We have a lot of questions to get through from the last time I did a Q&ASIAN video. If you're not aware of what this is my Q&A Ask segment, but it's Q&ASIAN because, as you can tell. If you have any questions for me, just leave them in the comment section below, and next time I get enough questions to do one of these videos, I'll answer them all. Let's get into it. Here we go. User EI7QZ6ZS5D says, what are your thoughts on all the anniversary sets and figures leaked? So this is like, 2024 stuff. So I made a video about this, but pretty much I just wanted to, summarize some of the main points of the video. I mean, I'm pretty happy that Lego is doing a variety of stuff geared towards kids, like the 4+, and then you have like the MIDI scale, some dioramas, the Sith Infiltrator for episode 1 anniversary, and a lot of TV show stuff like the Skeleton Crew, Mandalorian, throwbacks to the original trilogy, like the Death Star coming out. So in general, pretty positive. I guess the main thought that I was thinking of is that Lego seems to be catching on to the fact that people really love minifigs, and they'll do pretty much anything for minifigs. And so in the Star Wars community, that is. So they're making sets such as the Tantive 4 boarding hallway, where the set is itself, like the build is it's not really anything to write home about. I mean, sure, it's a nice hallway, you can use it. I mean, playability wise, I can play with a gunship way more than a hallway, but they put like a Fives minifig in there to make it cool. R2-D2, we've kind of had those builds before, but they put a Darth Malak in it, so you can get it for the minifig. And it's like there's some of the other ones coming out for like the Mandalorian, where there's cool minifigs, probably gonna be exclusive, but the build itself is like a bunker, or like it's gonna be like a setting. It's not really gonna have a lot of playability, or I guess functionality, or imaginative use of just using it for other improvisational efforts. So, it's here or there, honestly. Quest for Pest says, amazing. I got a question, what is the best way to get a big clone army? So I'm not going to say this is the best way, because I don't think there is necessarily a best way. I'm just going to give you a couple ideas of how you could get a big clone army. I think the obvious one is buy battle packs. Now, the super battle packs, those cost $30. The standard battle packs are like $20. I know it's a far cry from what we were used to, at least when I was a kid. They were like $8, $9, $10, went up to 12 and 15. So like, I mean, these battle packs, they are $20. So, I mean, that's kind of pricey. 5 of them, that's 100 plus tax. That would be, they come with 4 minifigures each, so that would be 20 minifigs for $100. If you want to look at it that way, if you don't care about the build, because a lot of time the battle pack builds, they're not, I mean, I usually use them for spare parts. Either $100 for 20 minifigs for one army, or if you get the super battle packs, where it's like 4 minifigs, or 5, I guess, like 5 droids, 4 clones. Sure, you're double building your separatist and clone army for $30, and then that's 90. It's probably gonna be around 100 if you buy 3 plus tax or whatever. And so that would be 15 clones and 12 clones and 15 droids for around $100. You can do that. The other thing is you can go on Bricklink. You can buy minifigs there. Just be careful on shipping and handling. That's where they will get you with money, so it'd have to be a pretty good bulk deal. Or just go on, like eBay or whatnot. All those off-brand sites, maybe you can find some good deals with that. I've gotten a lot of clones off of Facebook Marketplace. I think I spent $100 once for 30 Phase 2 clones, with like the Black Head Phase 2 clones from 2006, which is a pretty good deal. They came in pretty good condition, and it was a variety of them, so that was a really nice, I guess, find for me. So, I mean, it really just depends. You have to search, you have to do your research, you have to know what those minifigs cost, what a deal is. Don't go for something that isn't a deal. You don't want to waste your money. Zion Painter 3184 says, where did you get the brown base plates? Meaning these ones over here. I think I recall SolidWorks Studios talking about how much he loves these, and I've seen him use them a lot in a lot of his mocks. And so a while ago, I think this was at this point, it's been like 3 years now, I ordered like a handful, maybe 20, I think, off of Bricklink. So once again, you're not going to find these on the pick-a-brick wall. So you're going to want to go on Bricklink and buy you know, a good amount of these, and they work really well. I've used them for probably almost all of my mocks actually since then, or in some form I've used them for my mocks. They're really good size base plates because you can, you know, they're not too big, so it constrains you, but they're big enough to save on space. Space Wizard 379 says, question, do you experiment when building alternate instructions / builds for Lego sets, or have it pre-planned like on Lego Studio? So I've never used Lego Studio. I've never used a virtual online Lego instruction, I guess, building site, or like I've never done anything like building. I've never built a Lego creation mock custom build virtually. I know a lot of Instagrammers who do that. They like to render it and all that stuff. It helps them. Not really me. I like to just fiddle around with the physical pieces. Doing it online wouldn't help me. I like to problem solve with the actual pieces in hand. It just helps me think. You know, I'm very tactile, tangible, you know, learner in that sense. So, I mean, a lot of times, I mean, I will plan, and, you know, I made a video on how to do alternate builds. You can go watch that. Sort of talked about my thought process. I mean, obviously, I do plan it in my head ahead of time, and part of that planning really goes to what I think I can make. Like, I wouldn't try to build an ATRT walker from the pieces of board in the Tantive 4 hallway set, but to make a bunker, that's pretty similar, because the bunker, you know, there's walls and it's in that, you know, a prism shape, and so and the hallway is in that shape too, and it has a door, and, you know, like it the pieces that come in the hallway, you know, could very much be used to make a bunker. So what you're choosing to build greatly depends on the pieces given in the set, and you kind of have to make it a smart decision on how to relate that. Dr. Emmett Brown asks, okay, years ago I bought a half put together Lego Star Wars B19 Torrent, and what would be the cheaper option for buying the remaining pieces, Bricklink or the Pick-a-Brick Wall? So if you're buying specific missing pieces to complete a set, it's going to be Bricklink, because you can go on Bricklink, you can type in all of the catalog numbers for the pieces that you need, find the seller that will sell all of them to you, so you don't have to buy shipping and handling for 2 separate sellers. You can get them all new. Obviously, if the Pick-a-Brick Wall had all the pieces you need, it would be cheaper to get from the Pick-a-Brick Wall, but that's like rarely the case. Bricklink's really good when you need to get a lot of specific pieces for something, whether it's to complete a build, for a mock, and you need them, you know, fast. So specific pieces, really big bulk orders, and if a Lego store is just not close to you, like if you don't have access to Pick-a-Brick Wall, or if your Pick-a-Brick Wall doesn't get changed, like the Lego that they go through, it doesn't alternate as quickly as some other Lego stores. Those are a couple reasons why you'd use Bricklink. Any other reason, Pick-a-Brick Wall, 100% is a better deal down the line, across the board, better deal. Pick-a-Brick Wall, just the options are sometimes more limited based on the store location. Most of the Pick-a-Brick Wall, you know, most of the stores I've been to, they shuffle through their wall, or they have enough, they have a big enough wall for enough variety that it's worth getting a lot brick at the Pick-a-Brick Wall. It helps me with mock build and it saves me money. Airplane Doctor underscore asks, out of curiosity, why is Grogu wearing a UN beret? Yeah, I don't know. I kind of just, I mean, my orchestra students in Illinois, they gave me a little Grogu, little Yoda for one of their thank you gifts for me. And I've had a UN Beret for a really long time, and I kind of I guess I just store it on Baby Yoda because why not? It's kind of funny. Lamau. I actually got the UN Beret. I don't know if this is kind of weird. I watched Hotel Rwanda, which is a great movie, by the way, based off of real events. If you haven't seen that movie, I'd highly suggest it. It's really powerful. But that was the first time I knew what United Nation peacekeepers were. And I was like, oh, cool. I'll get a UN Beret. Or ask my parents to give me a UN Beret because I thought they were like pretty cool in the movie. So there we go. Telmo Santiago Martinez, 8630, asks... he asks in Spanish, but I translated, and it's probably not the best translation. I think it's more so how long, or like it says, can I wait for Reys Moon? I'm assuming it's like how long to wait, or like, you know, can't wait, or I don't know. There was a question mark. This was off of one of the YouTube shorts I did showcasing the Lego mock. So if you don't know, on Sawyer Studios, if you're new, I'm trying to build a Lego mock for every single Clone Wars episode. And so I'm assuming this is asking, like, when am I going to make a mock for Reys Moon? Because I haven't done that episode yet. That's a good question. That actually is not a bad idea, because out of the pieces that I currently have, I don't think I'd have to buy any new pieces to make a Reys Moon mock. So who knows? After I'm done taking apart my fives conspiracy mock, I still need to do a time-lapse video of not time-lapse, a little stop-motion video of that before I take it completely apart. Yeah, maybe that, I don't know, maybe that's the next mock that I do. If you haven't seen my playlist, you should. I think there's 11 videos on it by now, so we've done quite a bit of larger scale mocks for Clone Wars episodes. I think they've all come out pretty decent. Sophie Gillis 3745 says, "Hi, thank you for the good advice and nice video. Do you also collect polybags?" I don't collect polybags. The only polybags I have are from gift with purchases. For example, I mean, I have the X-Wing polybag, which is actually kind of a cool build, but in general, I usually don't get polybags. If there are pieces in it that I think would be cool, then, maybe sure, but I think honestly, of all the polybags I have, this is probably one out of two of them. So I don't, but I do appreciate seeing how Lego is able to make detailed work with these ships and vehicles at such a small scale, and yet have some pretty decent detailing. Empire Strikes Brick, which I love that name. This isn't a question, but I wanted to add this in anyway because I thought it was cool. It says, "I don't know why, but I always assumed you were in high school or maybe just graduated, but never thought you were an orchestra teacher." So yeah, I'm getting my doctorate right now at the Rutgers University in New Jersey as for my doctorate in orchestral conducting, and currently I am in charge of the symphony orchestra with my colleagues, and sometimes I get to conduct the higher level group orchestra, which is really great. And so yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. It's what I want to do after I graduate, after I get my doctorate, which will take probably around 2+ years more. So I mean, that's the plan, to end up conducting an orchestra either at a school, university, community, professional. It's really hard to get into the professional field, so I kind of doubt that I will. But I mean, I love teaching. I've always wanted to teach. I have a degree, an undergrad degree in music education, and so and a master's in orchestral conducting. But I took a lot of education classes during that as well, and so I've always had a heart for academia, and so I mean, I really love working with students. I love working with that type of environment. So yeah, I mean, orchestra teacher is something I want to do full time. Final one is from Warrior Brick Studios, and asks, "Fantastic work. I want to start building fleets from the UCS ships. Will you be sharing instructions?" And I've gotten a lot of comments on like, make instructions for this, please make instructions for this, etc. Hey, I listened to those. I mean, like I made the tutorial for how to make that Republic clone bunker out of the Tantive 4 boarding set. I think I got like close to 20 comments. Yeah, like close to 20 comments asking for instructions. As far as like, if you ask for instructions and I don't give them, it's either because one, I don't like the build enough to do it, which wasn't the case for the acclimator. Like I want to return to the acclimator at some point, rebuild it, make it actually like really stable, really good quality, make some actual PDF instructions online. That's just good. That's not going to happen for at least another couple years. I can tell you that right now, because I'm just way too busy with school and just life and trying to work another job and maintain enough rent money and then make YouTube videos to try to keep growing the channel, which by the way, we're at 6,000 subs, which I'm pretty proud of us actually. But yeah, as far as sharing instructions, small alternate builds, I'll always try to maybe make an instructions video if there's enough comments, if there's a high demand for it on the channel. As far as instructions go, it's not that I hate you or anything. If I don't make instructions for something, it's just because I either don't have time or I don't think it's good enough to do it. Oh yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Once again, Q&ASIAN episode 14. If you want episode 15, ask some questions down below. I'll be sure to answer them next time or next week whenever I make another video of these. And yeah, so we are at 6,000 subs, which is like amazing. We're actually ahead of schedule. So the goal is to get to 10,000 subs by the end of this year, by 2024. And honestly, at this rate, we at this current rate, we are ahead of schedule. Now, I expect there to be some low moments throughout the year. I mean, that's just to be expected because there will be some days where maybe there will be some weeks where I only get one video out. So who knows? But if we keep on this pace, I mean, maybe we could get even more than 10,000 subs before the end of this year. I did do some research. I need 15,000 subs to open up a YouTube shop, like merch shop. Uh, and so that would be a nice goal to get to. So, I mean, 10,000, be more than happy. That'd be such a huge achievement. If it's 15,000, I'll take it. All right, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Once again, like and comment any questions, subscribe, share this video, etc. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.